And I honestly don't mean to make a video so late in the day, but the AMD CEO, the head honcho,
The head
person in charge
honcho.
of making not just PC parts, but
Yeah, not just some PlayStation fanboy that keeps telling the community that Xbox is dead. You know, not some person like that. You know, the head honcho.
a lot of stuff for most game consoles, just went on stage and talked about the next Xbox.
Oh, well, there you go. I thought Xbox was dead. I thought it was canceled. You know, that's what you told people. Matter of fact, let's hear it from the horse's mouth, shall we?
To bump. It's a very bad predicament that I think still
More like a bad prediction.
There's not only not going to be a next-gen Xbox,
no longer than a day, and this man already got debunked, bro. No wonder you didn't want to go through it that way, Jim. I told y'all, man, GameStop with another W. I feel bad for all the ponies that actually believe this nonsense that this man is actually saying, man. But let's hear that again.
Other platforms that seem to bump. It's a very bad predicament that I think still spells there's not only not going to be a next-gen Xbox, I don't even think there's going to be a third-party Xbox soon. But let me explain, because there is a lot to go.
Man, the game don't stop. Game can't stop. Game won't stop.
The CEO, the head honcho, the person in charge of making not just PC parts, but a lot of stuff for most game consoles, just went on stage and talked about the next Xbox.
Yo, it's like they did this on purpose, man. It's like they seen this man's video and you're like, you know what, let's come out and announce that we got a new console coming out for Xbox. I mean, didn't you see the Sarah Bond video, man? You guys were so oblivious to this, man. It's so funny how bad you guys don't want this company here, but yet PlayStation 5 is so reliant on them. Because then you got to ask yourself, if Microsoft's not here, who's going to put you all those precious Xbox exclusives to your platform?
And it sounds like the strategy for Xbox Next Gen, it's not just a hybrid console. It's not just going to be a system that plays Xbox Game Pass and PC games and have like Steam on it. It sounds like it's going to be very powerful and out a full year before the PlayStation 6.
Oh, I told y'all they were going to try to pull an Xbox 360. Y'all remember what I said? They're going to try to pull a 360 again. They're going to try to take that momentum as to what Microsoft's doing now, and we'll see if that works out for them. Like I said, man, you know, it's just crazy to think that you guys was really onto this, man. Like, oh, Xbox is dead. The hardware got canceled. Microsoft losing 30% off 30%. Now, like, bro, that's what happens, man. That's why you guys ain't nothing but a bunch of armchair fanboy CEOs thinking that you know more about these companies than the companies themselves.
I honestly don't think it will, but let's take a look.
Again? Bruh. You don't think it will? Bro, you're lying to yourself. You hear this, fool? I don't think it will. What do you mean you don't think it will? You just said that they came out and announced it. He just showed how much hatred he has towards Microsoft with that statement. I don't think it will. What will? What are you talking about? Regardless if you don't like it or not, this new Xbox is coming out, buddy. Let's hear this again. This is
very powerful.
And y'all say that this is not a fanboy. You can call me a fanboy if I tell you that PlayStation 6 ain't coming out. PlayStation 6 is coming out, guys. You see, it gets to the point where I get it. You're biased towards a certain platform, but this is why people address this. Because you go as far to tell people, oh, then it's, you know, the head honcho came out, the head nachos, you know, she came out and she told us that with the AMD, with the Xbox and the new Steam machine, you know, and, but I don't think none of this is going on now. Wow. So we're just supposed to take your word for it. We're supposed to take you and the rest of these PlayStation fanboys that are on Reddit and Twitter with these fake gaming rumors and leaks, you know, a.k.a. trust me, bros. You know, they expect us to trust them, but yet we got people out here confirming this information for yourselves.
Full year before the PlayStation 6.
That's all it is.
Will this work?
He's intimidated. That's all it is. I told you guys, man, ever since Xbox is going to get Steam, PlayStation fanboys realize that there's no argument for exclusives. They realize that the console war is over. They realize that it doesn't really matter anymore to the quote-unquote gamers, but they want to keep putting fuel to the fire. You can see that.
I don't think it will, but
I don't think it will. Wow.
at her statements and a lot of the leaks around this, because it has been a day that's very odd. Now, I still don't believe the next-gen Xbox is even coming out, but currently...
I can't believe somebody could even double down after just saying what he just said at the beginning of this video. Like, that is a severe case of pony dust, bro. I mean, you cannot make this up, man. You get what I'm saying? But if it was PlayStation, oh yeah, that's confirmed, everything, yeah. If it's Nintendo, yeah, that sounds about right. But when it's Xbox, oh no, I still think it's going to get canceled. Like, you guys were on this doom and gloom type of behavior with this company, man. And it's sad because it's like you built up your whole channel talking poorly about Xbox. So the fact that it's still around just makes you look like a hypocrite and a fool.
Plans on paper is Xbox Series XXX very, very soon. Let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you Steam Deck, and honestly a more almost console-ified PC experience, extremely excited for this. I'm glad that this doesn't seem to be delayed. It seems like it...
And what's funny about that, no disrespect to the Steam machine, that the Xbox PC is going to be very much similar to what you're seeing right here, but then you hate it. That just goes to show you they don't care if any other device plays their games as long as they're not on Xbox. That's all these ponies care about. You guys are a sad group of gamers, man. What Xbox PC is gonna be very much similar to what you're seeing with this Steam machine. Oh, but we love that. But when that Xbox did it, just like when they did the Xbox ROG Ally, now all of a sudden there's a problem playing God of War Ragnarok on the Xbox labeled handheld. But it was no problem when it was just a regular ordinary one. That's why you guys try to downplay it.
It's on track for release, but
unbelievable.
A lot of people are talking about the fact that Xbox Next Gen just seems useless at best. Now, a lot of people aren't excited for the idea of the PlayStation 6 either. This isn't even a console. We're going to take a look at the exact leaks about it, but a lot of people are like, man, this is that from what he's heard, it's still a fair bit away. It's dropping in late 2027 at the earliest. And a lot of people are talking about this because he has exclusively leaked a lot of stuff about
exclusively
like Keenan and stuff like that. So if his sources are saying late 2027, people are like, all right, there's some validity to this. But now we know, according to the CEO himself, apparently it is coming out. The system on chip is ready to go to support a 2027 launch.
Now, this man got salty. He's salty about all this, man. This is not what he envisioned, man. This is the stuff of nightmares for Dream Scourge guy over here. Are you gonna go as far to say that the system got canceled and you got the head honcho, Ninja, the head honcho, coming out here and laying down all the nachos? Dreamcast guy out here stuck in the salsa once again.
Even leaks from Moore's Law is dead that essentially
the
power of the Xbox Series XXX next gen is actually going to be beefier than the PlayStation 6. Moore's Law's done a bunch of different leaks specifically about a lot of stuff that Sony is up to and what Xbox is up to. And it seems like his sources specifically are on that AMD
You see why they upset? The new Xbox is going to be beefier. It's going to have a lot more power under the hood. And you're going to have those PlayStation games. Let it be through PlayStation putting those games on Xbox themselves, or by being able to access them through Steam, which is hilarious because you will be able to play those games for free with free online like Helldivers 2. That's crazy, bro.
He's talking to the manufacturer.
You're going to still be paying to play Helldivers 2 online on PlayStation 6, while on the new Xbox is going to be entirely for free. Yo, you guys, this is what I'm saying, man. What are you guys even arguing at this point? I think I'm only going to settle for one console, man, and then more likely it's going to be the Xbox. I'm not buying a PlayStation 6, bro. The only time I'll get a PlayStation 6 if it's PS1, 2, and 3 games backwards compat, and I can put my disc in. I don't even care if it's emulation. Just have me have the ability to be able to run games through my PlayStation 6 like that, like how Xbox is doing. And if Xbox removes physical media, then have something similar to what you could do on PC through emulation. That's it. That is it. That's what I want.
So he kind of sees the crystal ball of what's coming down the pipe, right? But what's wild is that he has said that it seems like this thing is not just going to be more powerful. They are trying to get it done and out as quickly as it can, right? So leaks aside, they're trying to really get this thing down, right? They're trying to get it out.
GameStop with a W. Remember when I told you that Microsoft might want to hit the ground running like how they did with the Xbox 360? Take that 1 year market share, have Sony rush their hardware, put it out there in the masses, and they're gonna put out a more powerful console. This, like I said, this is speaking Xbox 360 vibes, and this is very dangerous. This is because if Microsoft single-handedly changes the game with this when this platform comes out, and it's completely different than any other console, the only thing that could really ruin it is the price in comparison to PlayStation 6. We'll see how that turns out, but as of right now, the hype is up. I like it, bro. This is something that's actually making me want to get back in the game, and not the Switch 2. You guys keep saying, "Oh, that's not what's getting me back to the game." And the Switch 1 did. I give credit to where it's due. The Switch 1 gave me that excitement of gaming back, because to be honest with you, I was already being fatigued with gaming around 2017. I really was. Seeing all these games come forward, I was already being fatigued then. But when the Switch came out, it brought back my love for gaming. No different than what this new Xbox is going to do. This new console looks like it's going to bring back my love for video gaming in this hobby. Because I understand there's a lot of negative and bad things that go on within our industry. But, you know, sometimes it's these type of breakthroughs that give you that excitement to look forward to the hardware. But if PlayStation is just selling another PlayStation and it's just a bunch of PS5 games, I'm just going to stick to my PS5 because, one, I already have one, and two, I don't really care about the future, and they don't drop enough games, so therefore I don't care about the future of where their games go. I want to have access to the Game Pass, Steam, good old games. That, to me, the freedom aspect. So if Microsoft is able to do that within a console landscape, that is going to be big, and that is something that I'm excited for. So you guys can sit there and undermine that, but like I said, these devices that Steam and Microsoft are coming out with are very detrimental to the fundamental foundations of what gaming stands for. Because I do feel more devices like with this will come out, and I'm hoping, and I think Microsoft wants more companies to do this, so eventually it will weed out Sony. So yes, Microsoft's not directly competing with you. They want all these devices coming out. That's why they said, we hope we inspire other devices. You know why? Because the more devices that people got to buy, the more less and less people are going to want a PlayStation, especially with the type of games that Microsoft and third party is offering. Exclusives is not the bread and butter. It's not. Maybe for Nintendo, but not for Sony and Microsoft. And this is where Microsoft is going to come in and take over.
Sounds like Microsoft is set to launch in 2027. The wording here is important, as AMD said, ready to support the launch in 2027, which hisses against AMD outright confirming the release year. So it could mean that we're helping it. That's our current line in the sand, but maybe they're going to push it out further. Now, over on the gaming leaks,
here we go. TrustMeBros.com,
which ended up just selling even more Xbox 360s. So it sounds like, in a way, they're trying to repeat that success. Sony and Microsoft.
That's funny. Look, the guy even said it in the comments. The 360 strategy. Yep. It's funny because I've said this already. I've told you. If y'all been watching my videos, y'all know the GameStop. Remember, you was one of the first people that said that Microsoft might potentially push an Xbox 360 strategy. You got this guy named Splash saying, yep, the 360 strategy of launching a year before PlayStation 6.
Talked a lot about their financials. And Xbox admits the only time they have ever been profitable, ever, was the Xbox 360 generation. That's the only time where they really sold enough to sort of be not just above water, but fully solvent. It sounds like they're trying to basically see if they can repeat that magic by having a stronger system out first.
It's not about that. They're going to do a stronger, much more robust, much more free system. It's going to actually be the most different console we've ever had in gaming history. I mean, obviously, Steam Machine, Steam Deck, and obviously, but in regards to the big three, this is a huge push for gaming, and I think a lot of you ponies are undermining that. You're going to have to hold that hat down in shame, man. You got Kratos in the back like, bah! He's going to be walking off that cliff again. Uh-oh, Kratos. He's mad about this. He don't like to hear the announcement of this new Xbox coming out, man. I mean, you ponies have literally built your foundations on this. And it's so funny, man. Listen, console wars or whatever you want to call it. But it's just so funny to see you guys have to go back on the statements that you have made in this community, claiming that Xbox is dead. And yet we have AMD yet again confirming that a new platform's coming out. But for some reason, Dreamcast guy still believes it's canceled. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And take care, guys. Peace out.